Hey everybody, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Welcome to 2023. We made it, everybody. 2022 is in the past and we're looking forward to 2023 and all it has to offer. Village Green is going to be getting started soon, which I'm super excited for. But for now, in this very moment, we are going to be working on clue number 6 for Piazza. I can't believe we're at clue number 6. It's just a few more months until we complete it out again. And I'm really excited for this one. I always get very excited with the puzzle mystery quilts, but I'm loving this colorway and everything as it starts to come together. I'm just super excited. So excited for this. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, so that way you get notifications every time I post a new video or go live here on YouTube. And I hope you enjoy these tutorials as much as I enjoy putting them together and getting them ready for y'all. All right, enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get started with clue number 6 for Piazza. All right, I have my clue packet 6, I have my color guide, and then of course I have my instructions. I'm working on clue 6 for the large Piazza puzzle mystery quilt. Let's go ahead and open up our package and see what all is included in this one. Looks like we got a lot of triangles in this one. The first one that I have here this is fabric C, and I have 32 triangles, small triangles of fabric C. I have 16 small triangles of fabric A. I have 12 larger triangles. It's always hard for me to distinguish here, but I think these are larger triangles of fabric A. I have 4 larger triangles of fabric C. I have 4 squares of fabric B. And last but certainly not least, I have 8 larger, even larger triangles of fabric A. So you actually have 3 sizes of A fabric, 3 triangles in 3 different sizes. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I feel like we've done one similar to this one before. I would have to go back and look through all my clues again, but I feel like we may have done something similar, but I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and put this off to the table. I'm going to put these on the table next to me, and we'll get started with step number 1. All right, taking a look at our instructions, remember we're using 1/4 of an inch, and this is for section 6. We'll be making 4 of section 6. The instructions below tell you how to make all 4 sections at the same time. We're going to start with step number 1, and it says to join a small triangle C to the left of a medium triangle A. So we're calling this size of triangle medium. And then we're going to press away from our A fabric. And then we're going to take another small triangle of C to the right, and we're going to make 12 of these in total. So basically we're pressing away from the center, our A fabric, and we're making flying geese block. That's all we're doing. And we're going to make 12 of these in total. I'm not going to come back in between putting on the first triangle and then pressing and then putting on the second triangle. I'm just going to go ahead and make all 12 right now. But that's all we're doing, is we're making flying geese block just like that. So I'm going to come back when it's time to finish out pressing our secondary C triangles. All right, I have created all 12 of my flying geese units. Again, I pressed them out away from the A fabric, just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to step number 2. Okay, moving on to step number 2, it says to join a small triangle of C to the left and right of a step 1 unit. We're going to make 4 of these in total. So don't go crazy with your stack of flying geese. We're only going to be making 4 of these, but it's going to look like this when we're all done. So I'm going to go ahead and get that all together, and we're going to be pressing again away from our A fabric out towards the sides. So I'll come back when it's time to wrap this portion up. All right, I forgot to record the actual pressing part, but again, we're pressing away from the center. We're pressing away from the center out towards our C fabrics, just like that. I have done 4 of those. I have my other flying geese blocks over there just hanging out. It looks like we'll be using those later, but for now we're going to continue with these 4, and we're going to move on to step number 3. Hey everyone, it's Ian from the editing room, and it looks like my step 3 had a file corruption. So I don't have the instructions for step number 3, but basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be adding on a C triangle up at the top to form a triangle just as I'm showing here on the screen. So when you do that, it will finish out that diamond pattern. Okay, back to pressing it out. All right, I have sewn all 4 of those together, and now we're pressing our C fabric away from our A fabric. Basically continuing the same thing that we've been doing this whole time, which is pressing away from our A fabric. And I've got some little bubbles and not wanting to do what I wanted to do, but that's okay. It will be fine. All right, so there we go. We finished with step 3. Let's move on to step 4. All right, step 4 says to join a large triangle of A to the left of step unit 3. We're going to press, and then we're going to join a large triangle of A to the right, and we're going to do the same thing again. So we're making kind of just like a huge flying geese block. We're taking our smaller original flying geese and we're going to make them big flying geese now. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Again, I'm not going to stop in between putting on the left side and the right side. I'm just going to go ahead and do all that at the same time, but I will come over and press it out with y'all. So I will be back when it's time to do that. All right, I have created all 4 of those and now I'm pressing it out. This block is big enough that I should probably use my regular iron instead of my mini iron, but I was too lazy to grab it. So it's fine. This is fine. All right, so there we go. We've got 4 pieces that look like this. It looks like we're gonna set these off to the side for a bit and we're gonna move on to step number 5. Okay, moving on to step number 5. It says to join a triangle of A to the top and bottom of square B. We're going to press them outwards away from fabric B, and then we're going to join some triangles to the left and right, and we're going to press them towards B, and we're going to make 4 of these in total. So we're just going to be sewing these on like crazy. First top and bottom, pressing away, then left and right, pressing inwards. We're going to make that 4 times. I'm going to come back when it's time to press it all out. Here's a quick little trick again. Remember, if you are having difficulty, because these don't line up exactly right, and so it looks a little weird. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my B square, I'm going to fold it, I'm going to find the half, I'm going to pinch that in place right there. So I'm going to pinch that so that I have a little indentation at the center mark, and then I'm going to take my other fabric, and let's see if I want it to do, so I'm going to fold it backwards. So I'm going to fold it in half backwards. I'm going to pinch that in place, right in the center. And then I can line up those 2 center marks together. And now you can see, even though it doesn't quite line up perfectly, I can now see where my center is and center my triangles on that and sew across there just like that. So remember that tip if you need help getting the center placement of these triangles. Okay, I have completed 3 of them and now I'm pressing the 4th one, and remember the first 2 we pressed out, the second 2 I'm pressing inwards towards our B fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and press that right now so that it goes inwards. It was kind of difficult for me for a moment to figure out how do I press this towards my B fabric, but I kind of have to futz with it a little bit to get it to go the right way. But I think I did it, and I'm just going to check on the back here. Yep, so I've got 2 going in, 2 going out. And now we put them like this, so it actually wants us to rotate. So when we originally put it together, it was like this. Now we're going to rotate it so the B fabric forms the diamond. Let's move on to step 6. Okay, moving on to step 6, what it says to do is to join a step 1 unit to the left and right of a step 5 unit. We're going to make 4 of these in total. So we should have 8 left over, and we're just going to attach them so it keeps forming that diamond shape. I'll come back when it's time to press it all out. Okay, I've sewn those 4 together. We're going to press away from the center of our B fabric here. So I'm going to go ahead and press both sides. because we've got this nice little diamond shape forming. And there we go. This is what it looks like when it is done. So I've done 4 of those. Let's move on to step 7. Okay, for step 7, we are just going to be joining a step 4 unit above a step 6 unit, and we're going to make 4 of these. So it forms that diamond shaped. We have not made this specific block before. I feel like we've made some similar, but we've not made this specific block before. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to be doing it 4 times. And remember, we're going to be pressing, oh, my seams don't nest because I think I did it the wrong way, but that's okay. Anyways, we're going to be pressing towards our top portion when we're all said and done with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll come back when it's time to press it all out. All right, I have sewn all 4 of those together, and again, we're pressing upwards towards the top of this block. And it may be a little difficult at some of the points because there is so much bulk there. Probably should have used my regular sized iron instead of my mini iron, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. There we go. I have now pressed all 4, and this is our finished clue. Here we go for the large Piazza puzzle mystery quilt. I'm going to label these as either section 6 or clue 6, whichever way you'd like to do so. But that's it. That's going to finish off for clue number 6. And we'll see what clue number 7 next month looks like.